Happy Thursday, everybody. It's another edition of the Brick Creator Build and Chat Thursdays. This week, he calls himself the Lego God, but you might know him as the Stud City. So let's bring him in. What's going on?
What is up, man? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in. And I just want to say congrats on the new house. This is first stream in the basement, or?
This is the absolute first stream in the basement, man. Brand new, all set up just for the stream.
Well, listen, I'm gonna have to send you a Lego set as a welcome or housewarming gift for you. It's not gonna be the Falcon, but maybe a micro Falcon we'll send you.
That'll be a little bit surreal. I think that fits perfect.
So I'm going to pull the chat in here so that this way, if you see any comments that you want to, respond to, feel free. Anybody that's in the chat, again, feel free to, ask any questions to the Stud City. Probably one of the bigger accounts that you'll find out there between all his socials. Has over 425,000 followers between all his accounts out there. So if you're not following him, go check him out. We got his YouTube right here. And how many are you up to now on YouTube?
We just crossed 41,000, man.
That's impressive, man. That's awesome. I remember seeing you start with that, and to see you at like this point, it's awesome. And I know you're only going to get bigger on there. So,
heck yeah, man. I appreciate that. It's been. I love YouTube. Like that's the go-to.
So, is YouTube primarily your channel right now?
YouTube is primary that channel. Like
okay.
That's main.
All right. So, if you're trying to see anything, with the Stud City, go check out the YouTube. That's where you're going to find it at. So what do you do actually on your YouTube for people that are just coming on here that might not know about your YouTube? What would they expect from it?
Yeah, the biggest expectation, guys, is I love Lego deals and like investing in Lego. So for me, I love seeing the comments reading like someone picked up a set they wanted for the longest of freaking time and they got it on sale and we're able to buy something else on top of it. Like that brings so much joy to me. So I love to cover Lego deals, even Lego investing. And of course, we did get accepted into the Lego Ambassador Network, which we're super privileged. So we are bringing reviews as well to that channel on sets that the Lego group's sending us early. So
and you're missing one of the things that you do, which one of the things that I love seeing that you do is release days. You do live streams. And I mean, I've popped into a couple of those, and there's a lot of people that are hanging around on those midnight releases.
Yeah, you could expect every single month to be live for the midnight release of Lego.com. All the releases, we are live streaming that every single month, and it's just expected, and it's
so
just
that's every first of the month, or do you do the ones that launch even like if there's a fourth that it launches, or?
It depends on how big the launch is. Like for May
Okay.
the 4th, we'll be streaming the 4th as well. We'll probably stream the first. We'll probably stream every night that 1st through 4th, just because of how crazy it'd be. And same thing for like crazy sales drops, like throughout Black Friday. I think we streamed like every day that week, which was a blast. It was a blast.
Basically, if you're looking to get a deal or to see deals happening or to see you swipe the card, check out your YouTube. So I love that, man.
Absolutely, man.
So you mentioned that you're in LAN. So, that was a 2023 thing that happened, correct?
Yeah, that was a 2023 edition back in, I want to say probably April. I think it's accepted. And it's been nothing but good things, man. It's been super enjoyable. The people inside of the Lego group are amazing. The other LAN members are amazing. Just being a part, like the opportunity to work with like some of those individuals, it's truly something spectacular. It really is.
So in terms of, this year then, because that's a big thing that happened for you in 2023. I mean, what are your goals this year? Like, what's your plan for your social media accounts? What's your plan in Lego? I mean, what's the big thing that you want to be getting done by the end of the year?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest goal for me is we're missing one thing on this channel, and it's a plaque sitting behind us. And I think our main focus is YouTube. We need to have a plaque that says Stud City, and it needs to be 100,000. Like, it has to be 100,000 subscribers this year. It's ambitious, I know.
I think that'll happen way before the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah, I 100% think so.
That makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good.
I'm gonna love seeing that, and I hope you make a thing of that, and I mean, post that even on Instagram, even though YouTube's more your thing.
Yeah, I love Instagram. Like the people on Instagram are amazing. I'm not gonna like shy away. Like I love Instagram, but YouTube's just like it's there, right? Like it's
you know what? I mean, in terms of money, I mean, you can actually have a better shot on YouTube. So, I mean, I get why a lot of the creators are, branching off to the YouTube or have been doing it for years. So,
absolutely, man. Yeah, let's get that 100K.
I agree with everybody in there. Let's get the 100K. I mean, that's what we got to get to. So, you're going to get that plaque. I mean, I think everybody agrees with it, in the chat here. So, now, I know Star Wars is the theme of yours that you like to do, but if you had to rank your top 5 themes, they don't have to be in any order, but what would you say your top 5 are?
Yeah, it's a tough question. Like you can kind of bounce back and forth a little bit, but I'm going to put the Lego modulars as their own theme.
Okay.
I think they are.
I agree.
I'm going to put them as number 1. Like that is my go-to. And then it'll be Lego Star Wars, for definitely. Coming in at number 3, it's a battle between probably Ninjago and the Speed Champions. Love cars, just love that theme. So I'm going to go Ninjago first, just because I'm a diehard Ninjago fan, and then the Speed Champions. And then following that one, I love my minifigs, so I'm going to have to go the collectible minifig series.
Okay. All right. I like that. And I saw that you just posted the, that you could make the minifig with Lego. I know they did that before, so I guess they're relaunching that on the website.
It's launched. Like you can go and buy now. It's no.
But it's still limited to the 1 per account, I think.
Is it really? I thought
I think I saw that because, I mean, that's what they did on the last beta round. I think they keep trying to pilot this and get it launched out there, but it's still awesome. Yeah, I mean, I went on there and tried.
That's a shame that they only limit to 1. I hope that's not true because it'd be pretty cool to make as many figs as you want.
I mean, I would love doing that because, I mean, not everybody has the benefit of going to, the flagships in New York or, Colorado, Florida, where you can actually make them at the stores. So,
yeah. Well, this one's really cool. You can actually add, like, not only your own text, but you can add, like, little images on top of your minifig, too. I don't know if you could do that in store.
Can you? So you could do it in store, but can you add your own images to it?
You can't add your own images.
Okay, because that would be awesome. That would change the game if they let you do that. So
that would be, yeah. Hopefully it's in store for the future. I'll definitely give that feedback though to Lan.
I mean, I would love that if you tell them that, because if people can upload their own images, and Lego's printing it for them, it's not like we're trying to resell it when we do that, but at the same time, it gets it more custom for somebody. So
definitely, I feel like it would definitely pose challenges. Definitely be like around the safety side of it. They'd have to up their safety side just because people do dumb things, right? And so they'd have to take extra precautions. But
so the modulars you said are number 1. So in a sense of them being your number 1, when's the city going to happen in the basement?
Man, the basement is it got moved. This is my wife talking, down the priority list, right?
Okay.
But I should have some help between family and whatnot, and I just want to start framing it. I want to get a floor in and get the ceiling in, and we're good from there. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I just want good lighting, frame it, and then we can start working on the actual interior. Start building.
So the plan is you need to frame everything first, and then you're gonna, start placing everything, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to frame the entire? Because I mean, that was a large basement that I saw in your YouTube video. So, are you framing everything, or is it a section you're going to start maybe and like work it?
I might just frame this section right here, like our YouTube kind of like studio.
Okay.
And I think it would just be easy. It would probably take not long at all to do, and at least we have this section built out and done, and maybe more lighting and stuff.
On one of your YouTubes, you said you might have used one of that rooms upstairs for the streaming. So is that not happening? Did you get vetoed? The wife shut that down?
I got vetoed. I got an office up there, but it's a work office. So I'll use it to stream as well. But
maybe put a couple Lego sets, some of the prize ones up in the
if I'm allowed.
Okay.
I was told no Lego, not even a single brick up the stairs.
But she's giving you the entire basement.
Entire basement's mine.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's a fair trade-off,
Oh, yeah. I couldn't be more thrilled. Like, it's fair.
I mean, it's a pretty big basement. You're going to be able to fill it. I mean, once you put walls up, is your plan you're gonna start hanging things too, because I mean, you got the Spider-Man thing from Lan, and a couple other pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to do floor to ceiling in like bookcases and like suite displays.
Okay.
But of course, I want those hanging sets. So I'll either do one of two things. I'll either take off some shelves in some of these and like kind of place them in there, or if they're too big, like the Starry Night, for example, by Van Gogh, I'd love to get that one and hang it on a wall. So I might have to have like a whole kind of wall art section.
Okay.
That'd
be great, man. A mosaic section. You need a custom one of something with you.
Yeah.
The Stud City in there. So
there's that option, or we can even do it going down the stairs. Hang up your paintings.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Okay.
Do you have that?
Because you said you like minifigs. That could be like the minifig entry to go down too.
That's another option. Is just like all minifigs. That whole wall.
I mean, you have a clean slate. You can literally do whatever you want. So,
the possibilities are endless.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to get a fresh start in the basement and take everything out of here, but I feel I'm past that point now with. I don't know where I would store it for the time being, so that's
right.
my issue. So
it's a challenge. Like, just at some point you get to the point where like I have too much. Like I don't even know what to do. Like I don't have nowhere to go. Right.
That's where you try to get upstairs with some of the stuff. So. and listen, it'll happen eventually. Like I'm gonna let you know that, especially when you get little studs walking around, and they start wanting to get into Lego. So it'll happen eventually. So.
I can't wait for that day, and hopefully that's enough for us to buy a warehouse or something.
Well, you'll see. I mean, YouTube, you'll be maybe at $500,000 by that point. So,
can only imagine, man. That'd be a dream.
So we do builds on here as well. So I'm going to pull in your build cam. I'm going to pull in mine as well. So first, what are you building tonight?
Oh, I got it right behind me. I just picked this up. It just came in today. It is the McLaren.
Nice.
The Formula One.
I love that, man. I actually bought that for my son for his birthday. So
did he enjoy it?
He didn't build it yet because he also got the Bowser car.
Oh, that was
Mario. So I mean, he wanted to build that first. So now,
did you get it on sale or no?
I did not, because I didn't follow your tips on the investing there. I got it from Lego, just because I had points. So, and I was trying to hit a gift with purchase that day.
Okay. Well, that's
the flower shop. So
that's fair.
I mean, that's sometimes you got to go for those gift with purchases. So
yeah, no, that makes sense.
And ironically, tonight I am right with you on Speed Champions. I'm actually finishing this build from last week. So.
Right on.
I got the Audi. I'm on bag 2, we'll say. I started a little bit of it where I just threw some stickers on, so I didn't have to do that during the live stream. But let's bring that up real quick, because I mean, you're the person I can talk to about this, because maybe you can make a point to notify somebody. What do you think about all the stickers with these Speed Champions?
I just opened this just 2 minutes before the stream started. And I think I had a mini heart attack seeing this.
I mean, that's insane. This is what,
dude, this is
one
crazy.
I just did look like. So,
yeah,
I'll pull this on the big screen.
Wow.
I mean, all these are just like 1x1 stickers or 1x2. It's insane.
Yeah, I wish they had sent this over for like a review so I can like give a like review feedback. But I think this is something I'm just gonna bring up in general and just in like the general LAN chat, because this seems excessive, right? And I'd love to hear what you guys, anyone watching this on replay or in the chats now. I mean, if you could leave comments that I can come back to and like kind of showcase some of this.
Yeah, let him know. DM him on Instagram. Tell him your feedback on this so that he can get this addressed. That maybe we can get a better way of them printing some pieces on these Speed Champion line, sets here.
This is crazy.
I think the problem, like they think that people want to, reuse these parts, but I don't think people are reusing Speed Champion parts.
I don't see it.
I mean, and they come out with printed pieces. Like here, I have 1x2s that actually have printed parts on it. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
they did it on this piece right here that it's printed. So just print it on all of them, man. Make it easier. So
I'll never understand that, especially with the price increases. I feel like printed elements are a must, like an absolute must.
I agree with that, man. Especially on these larger sets that are even happening now, they got to start they got to start printing out pieces on every single set that I think is $200 or more.
I think that'd be a fair argument to bring up. Like,
and I mean, people make the argument too, like, oh, that'll make the price go up if they're doing that, but I don't think it would, because other companies can make these printed parts and keep their price down, and Lego already has the infrastructure for it. So
yeah, yep, no, couldn't agree more, man.
All right, so again, if anybody has any questions in the chat, feel free to ask it. I'm going to be asking some questions as well, but if we see any good questions come up here, I will pull that up, and again, we'll have the Stud City answer that. So
yeah, ask away, guys. Ask away.
So I want to know, out of current sets you own, what is your actual favorite set that you have in your collection?
Oh, I think it's such an easy answer. I absolutely love my Lego Santa Fe Super Cheap.
Okay.
My wife bought it for me for my 21st birthday. I love the Santa Fe ever since I was a kid. My dad always had model trains. So like that was his thing. So I kind of grew up around that. I always loved Lego trains. It's what started me in Lego. And the Santa Fe has just been like a dream train of mine. And being able to own that in my collection, like the fact that Lego made one to begin with is amazing, and it did it so well, like 20 years ago, and then being able to have it, it's amazing, and it was a gift. It just took it to the next level for me. So that's easily my number one Lego set. In my collection.
Brian wants to know, was that the set that started your obsession, or what was the set? Do you remember your set that got you to like really want to be a part of doing Lego?
Yeah. A little background, I think the first set I picked up, I was in college. It was a Speed Champion set, and it was a McLaren. It was the Senna.
Tell me the orange one back then, or was it?
No,
it was the one before that. Then
it was the actual Senna, the gray one.
Okay.
Gosh, that set was so amazing, and then I got hooked from then. At that point forward, I bought a Lego modular after that, and that's what really glued me. Like there was no hope after that.
What was that first modular? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Assembly Square in 2019.
Okay, wow. And that was I still think it's not my favorite modular in terms of like once you're done it, but in terms of building it, that was, I think, the best modular.
I think that is a very accurate statement. I think that was the most enjoyable build I had.
Yes.
But like when I'm looking at all my modulars, it's not my favorite one.
It's in the top 5 though. I mean, I have it up there. I think I put it as my number 2 in my list, but I put the diner just a little bit higher just because of like the look of that one. I mean,
gosh, that diner is so amazing.
Now, what modulars don't you have? Do you have the diner or?
Yeah, I just don't have the OG3. I don't have the Green Grocer, Cafe Corner, or Market Street.
Okay, so you consider Market Street then part of the modular line, even though
I do.
Okay. So I don't, because I consider that Creator Factory, but I guess that's what started it. But the reason I really don't consider it is because when Cafe Corner came out, that came out the same year, Market Street. Correct. And I only consider one modular a year. So
correct. Then technically you can't consider the Natural History Museum a modular because
that came out early. You're right on that, actually. Very fair point. But I think that was just an early release because I feel like they didn't have stuff in December.
Oh, I mean, they had a decent release. They had the train, the Orient Express.
Okay.
That was a major one. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but they had some decent sets.
Now, the Santa Fe, since that's, your favorite, how many trains do you actually have?
Oh, wow. I'd have to be around 15 to 20 trains.
Wow.
I have probably like almost all of them, except like I'm not counting the monorail, and I don't have the Master Liner. But yeah, I would love to at some point collect dang near all the Lego trains. So
is there, being that you're, a train person, is there a train that you would like them to build that they don't already have?
For me, it would have been the Santa Fe Super Cheap, but it'd have to be a recolored one. I'd like the blue one, the blue and yellow, the blue over yellow. I love that train so much. Like, I don't have a need for anything else. I don't think. A Polar Express, I guess, if you had to go something different.
but I feel like that looks the Orient, it almost looks the same as that. So
exactly, and I like the Orient Express a lot better as a locomotive because of how popular it is in Europe. I think it just made more sense. Yeah.
All right. So is the Santa Fe your oldest set that you have as well?
Yeah, I think that would be the oldest Lego set I own.
Now, have you gone back in time and gotten any themes? Or is it like the older themes are not really your forte?
I'm going to be honest, the older themes are not really my forte. I had some Bionicles as a kid, like a couple of them. They're cool, but like I have no need to like go and chase them and grab like I just have no need. Like I like the stuff that is modern that comes out. I'm like fully content with it.
So I feel like your generation, and you know, I say that because I'm old now, that Bionicle was like a huge theme for you guys. And I never understood that theme, to be honest.
I remember it as a kid, but I also don't at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I'm not super glued to it. I don't like have to have them. I don't even remember the show, to be honest with you, but I just remember it being cool. And I didn't have much Lego as a kid. I think like the 1 or 2 Bionicle sets that I had was just about it. So. Richard. Yeah. Yeah, but I can't even remember the show at all. And there's gonna be some people that hate me for that.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even know they were a show. So, I mean, that just shows what I know, you know, with that stuff. So
maybe I'm speaking out of pocket there. Maybe they don't have a show, but I thought.
No, I think they did have a show, because I know like people were definitely into that, and I think that's what like got them to want to even buy that theme. And hopefully somebody maybe in the chat can, you know, verify if there actually was a show there. So
I can't understand how people are like, oh, bring back the Bionicle theme. Like it's gonna do so well. Like they brought it back like 3 times since I've been in Lego.
Okay.
Like, all of them have not been good sets. Like
I mean, that gift with purchase that they did was, you know,
that was a bad
lackluster.
It was bad. Like in short, I think it was kind of bad.
Like it wasn't a true Bionicle, I want to say.
Yeah.
Like the way that came out. So
yeah, unless they make something crazy and really good, I don't see that theme being revived by all means.
But I mean, look at what just happened with Castle. I mean, you were, you know, and shout out to you first off, because on the designer, the Bricklink designer program, the 5 sets that just came out, the website crashed. And if it wasn't for you, like I wouldn't have been able. Well, I mean, I might have been able to get it later, because some of them didn't sell out, but you had all the links to every single set that was out there. So
yeah, and I'm gonna put credit where credit's due. Like, you know, yeah, I had the channels to call it out and stuff, but like I that was thank you to like our YouTube community. Like someone else found those links and like Christo shared these like ASAP because I found amazing, like I had the links. So credit, I don't remember exactly who it was, but shout out to those guys. There's such a great group of guys and gals. Truly amazing. So,
and that's like the best part about the Lego community right there, is the help that, you know, gets done with everybody collaborating together. So
right. And like, I mean, I don't get anything out of like sharing that link other than just helping people, right? Like it's not like I'm getting like monetary value.
Well, you made sure, I'm sure, that you ordered your sets before you then threw the links out there, I hope.
No, I didn't.
So you just put them out there and we're hoping you would still get what you got.
Yep.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. I posted the links and then I made my order, is how it kind of works.
Okay. Now I was surprised at how quickly the castle went. Like I was not expecting that one to like sell as quickly, but I'm wondering if that's a hint to Lego, like, hey, people want the you know, castle themes back.
I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, it was expensive, right? It's like, how do you fathom? I think it was $370.
Yep.
And like 3,000 pieces, somewhere in that. And then and then you have like the really amazing 90-year anniversary castle with like 20 freaking minifigs for $400. It's like, how do you compare? Like that one is such a better value, but like people didn't.
But it didn't sell or it didn't get bought. I feel like.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like people didn't care and like they still wanted another castle. Like it didn't.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I think is incredible.
But I still feel like that's weird. Like that one it never sold out ever. Like the Lion's Knight Castle.
Yeah, that's true.
And that to me was like confusing how quickly this one was able to just sell out. So
yeah,
I mean, I bought 2 of them. So
you bought 2 of them?
Yeah, I mean, I take your advice. Sometimes you got to invest.
Yeah. You're the one who told me like, dude, I think this is gonna sell out. Like, you should probably buy 2 of them. And I was like, man, I'm like, it's expensive. It probably won't. And it went so quick. And I don't regret not buying 2 of them.
Yeah.
But it definitely would have been a great return on value for sure. That thing's gonna be $500.
That's gonna be one that people are gonna be looking for. That missed out on it. So
that is going to be the set of that wave by a landslide.
100%. I agree with that.
Like by a landslide. Now, how do you feel about them upping the quantities for all of these sets?
So if you really think about it, they limited it to 1 person when it was 10,000. So they made it 30,000, but they really didn't because people were able to order 2. So I looked at it like it only increased by 5,000.
Yeah.
Because you're either buying it to build it or you bought an extra one to sell it, but there's still going to be not that many people that were able to buy 2. So
right. Yeah.
I like that. It gives more people the shot to it though too.
I understand that, but then we have the circumstance of like the ones didn't even sell out, right? Like and it's kind of a double-edged sword in the sense that, maybe those still they perform extremely well on the resale market just because
I think because they'll have a limit, that they.
Yeah, they're even less quantities than the ones that bought,
So I mean, I doubled up on almost everything except for the I guess the half modular, we'll say, whatever the building thing was. Like I only bought 1 of those.
The Parisian.
Yeah, but the Shake Shack I bought 4.
Oh, really? How'd you get 4 of those?
So I set up an account under my, dad's house and
nice.
Just ordered it, through there. So
yeah, I actually didn't even grab a Shake Shack, Snack Shack. I kind of regret it. Like I should have grabbed 1.
I mean, I figured for the $49, like people, even if I resold that for maybe 70 or 80,
yeah,
you're still getting something out of that. So.
It would have been worth it for one picture on the Instagram.
I'm planning. I might do a giveaway of 1 of them too.
Oh, nice.
So, again, I try to do giveaways, on my channel, as more of my thank you. You give everybody the tips of everything. So,
yeah. No, I love that, man.
So now, is your wife getting more into Lego? The fact that you're, very involved. You're, in LAN. I mean, does she get more involved? I see her obviously go shopping with you to, show the deals.
Yeah, in truth, my wife loves shopping and she doesn't mind doing the Lego videos with me and stuff. She's a pretty large Formula 1 fan.
Okay.
We both are. So like this last wave has been. It's been awesome. Like she's so excited, and she's also a huge BMW fan, so she really wants the BMW fans. So that's been a good thing. She does not mind building. Like she enjoys a set here and there. It has to be something like she really likes and it like is interested in. For example, the BMW Speed Champion pack. I gotta buy that for her so we can build it. We might do like a stream or something together.
Nice. That's awesome. I wish I can get my wife into doing stuff like that, but. I mean, she doesn't tell me I can't buy stuff, so
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Gotta take what you get,
Take what you can get, but I know I'm pretty fortunate, right?
Listen, I mean, I wish I knew about Lego before I got married, so that my wife knew basically what I was. I feel like I tell her I like sold her an iceberg, where like she saw 10% of me and then got the 90% once she said yes.
That's exactly how it is, man. Yeah,
But as long as she lets me spend, like that's all I care about. So
yeah, it doesn't limit you. Like, oh no, you can't buy this month.
right.
I would love to know. You don't even have to. You don't have to answer this in a dollar value amount, but how much Lego you buy? And this would be a question for like everybody. How much Lego you buy a month? It does not have to be a dollar value.
All right, so I won't give the dollar value for the last couple years,
Okay.
but I will give you 2012. It was probably $12,000.
Wow. And I'm assuming that's gone up. You could just say up or down from there.
I mean, I don't know exactly because I haven't tracked it like I did back then, and I don't want to know after I did that, spreadsheet in 2022. But I was able to, my problem is like I have a huge backlog, and it's a lot of stuff that just unfortunately doesn't get built. So I was able to actually sell. I spent $3,600 on it, and I parted with it for $3,000. So
okay,
I don't feel too bad. Like I lost $600, but I got gift with purchases, over time over that. So, but yeah, not too good. So now with you, do you spend to buy to have them, or do you spend to, invest a little bit more?
I'm gonna say kind of a mix between both. Like there'll be times where I'll buy a bunch of sets because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to these and build these, and then there's times where it's like I'll buy a bunch of clearance because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy these to either keep a copy for myself and then sell the rest of them and like have them pay for it.
Okay.
So it's kind of a combination between both of those a bit. Like I had a huge Walmart score this last earlier in February that it's like. I found a bunch of Star Wars sets 50% off, and people are like, "Oh, you're gonna like resell those or whatever." Like, I'll probably build every single one of those, and I don't care that there's multiple copies. Like, I'm just gonna build them and enjoy them.
Just have a army.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel good about it because it's like I got all these sets half off, and
right.
I won't be able to get them cheaper than that. So like these are worth building because like I don't feel guilty of like paying full price for them.
Well, that was what it was like with the Creator 3-in-1 Main Street or whatever that just came out. Whatever the new one was that came out this year, Costco had them, and I saw them. It was a $139 set with Lego. Costco was selling them for $39.99.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, I grabbed 4 of them. I figured maybe I'll make a modular out of it, out of Rebrickable or something. So, yeah, that's Riley's saying that he thinks that April's a slow month, but doesn't Dungeon and Dragon set come out?
Yeah, I believe so.
What else came out? The Bat Cave thing or whatever. The Bat picture frame comes out. So
yeah, it'll be a fun first of the month live stream. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and I agree. Speed. It is your Lego. Do what you want with it. So
yeah, I'm always an advocate of that. Like,
all right, and I already finished building mine. So here's the car that I just finished. You know what? It helped out putting the stickers on it. So now Champions is in here. What's the point of this antenna right here? Is this supposed to be a windshield wiper or
probably a windshield wiper?
But it's only one, which is weird. So
I have that on mine, and I'm actually like really confused as well.
Let me pull yours up there. Okay. So okay.
I guess I can go. You got this screen. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, is there? Yeah, nice. Okay, that's looking like a good body though. Like, that's a Lego built body, right? It's not like the pre-assembled bodies that you're just like connecting to, or
there was a small one. It was only 6. No, it was only 6 studs long, and then the rest is you're attaching to it. So I mean, it looks pretty good for a body.
All right, and PNG, is there a gift with purchase that's coming out with D&D? Or you might be able to not say. I don't know.
I don't know anything from the LAN, but I did see some. I mean, I won't say it, but I would check some of the leakers on media. It looks to be like there is something coming.
Well, if you're looking for that. Now, I never was into D&D, so I like the set, but I'm not going to go out and buy something that like just doesn't speak to me. So
that audience is huge, I'm gonna look at it in both ways. One, I'm gonna plan on buying 2 of them. I'm gonna buy one for my uncle, who's a huge D&D fan.
Okay.
Day one, and then I'm gonna buy one as well because I think it's gonna be a day one sellout. And yeah, I'm probably gonna sell my copy and then maybe buy one eventually for myself to build.
Okay. I mean, it's a good strategy with it. Bold strategy, Cotton.
I'm not guaranteeing it sells out, but that community is so massive, and I mean, I think it'll. I'm not fearful at all that that thing goes quick.
All right, so I'm curious on your thoughts on this. Do you say Lego or Legos, or does it matter with you?
It doesn't matter with me. I say Legos a lot because my I don't know. It depends on the verbiage. I try to say Lego to be professional, but there's times with on wife I say Legos.
All right, and we know your top themes that you said a little bit ago. I'm curious if you have any themes that are your least favorite, things that you could kind of never really build if you had to. So,
yeah,
any themes you don't like?
I really don't. I like Technic, but I don't like building Technic.
Okay.
I think they look incredible. Some of them.
I'm on board with you with that, so I 100% agree.
I hate building Technic. Like it's just not fun. My fingers hurt and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I feel like on like a lot of the large builds, like the Titanic, I'm sure on the Venator, like it's necessary to build it in Technic, but not my thing either. So
yeah, the Venator had a lot of Technic, which was absolutely necessary, as you said. But it's like, man, I was so sick of it by like by mid build. Yeah, so Technic's definitely one of those themes. Another theme I like, but I can't really get into because I wouldn't know how to display it, is probably the Minecraft theme. Like I buy some sets here and there, but I don't build them. And I'm just like, that set's awesome.
So I mean, Minecraft reminds me of like the Mario theme. Like you're buying it for the figures itself, and like the other stuff is just regular bricks or plates that you're getting with it. So
sure. Yeah. No, absolutely.
I mean, everything just seems like a 2x4 brick, or a 2x2 brick, nothing really special about that where you could part that out yourself, essentially, probably with stuff you have. So,
right. Yep. No, I mean, I totally in agreement there.
All right. And I know you don't like Technic, but, do you have a favorite brick?
A favorite brick? Oh, I love those snot pieces. They're like 2x2.
Okay.
Or no, yeah, 2x2. So
like the inverted ones, like that have like the.
No, they're like 2 studs tall, but 1 stud wide, and they have like 4 snots on the one.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Like I love that brick. Like it's so handy. Like you can do so much with it. That I think that has to be mine.
I think you probably like that because you're a modular building, like modular person. So it's like that's a great thing to do with modular anything because you can put the 1x2s and start stacking them up, and it kind of gives it like a brick look, to the building. So
yeah. No, I think that's exactly it. That's why.
Now, I know that you go to a lot of locations like Target, Walmart that you're going to like see the deals. Are you a pick a brick person? Because I feel like I never see you with like PAB, hauls or anything like that. Like, is that a thing for you?
It is and isn't. Like I have not really been going to the Lego store a crazy amount just because of it's about an hour away, like
okay,
on the expressway. So it's like with working and all that kind of stuff, I really haven't been going to the Lego store a whole ton. And like I want to change that, right? Like I love going to the Lego stores and whatnot. So I don't have like that like frequent opportunity to just go buy PAB. The other thing, I was running out of room at the other house. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to go buy PAB because I knew I was going to have to move anyways when I bought that house between 2 and 3 years. So I didn't want to buy a ton of stuff. And here we are moved in now. And I would love to build up my PAB collection as much as I can because I want to start doing more mocks. And that's where kind of PAB kind of plays a huge role.
It's huge to have, that stuff. Now, will you take apart sets to use any of the parts, or are you like me where it's like once you have a set and it's built, like you want to keep that together with all the parts?
For the most part, I would say I'm going to keep a lot of the sets I have as a set I have. Now I'm not gonna lie, being in LAN, like there's some sets I didn't enjoy totally as much, that it's just like, okay, well, I could part those out. Like some of the dream sets, I think I even put out a review of, like, there was one of the dream set that I really just didn't like. I would just take that apart and part it out because there's good pieces in that one.
Right.
I'd rather have the parts than have that, because I'm not going to display it anyways. So I think sets like that makes sense.
I would 100% agree. There'd probably be, I would say, 50% if I was in LAN of stuff that I would just be using the parts for. So
right. And I mean, I think that's another great thing about LAN. Like, I enjoy building different theme sets because, like, I get exposure to building different kind of sets, which is awesome. And then I could use them for different things, which is a part of LAN. Like, that is literally a part of, like, what LAN wants you to do. So it's pretty cool.
Well, it's a way to show that it's not just a set. You could use it for, building other things with it, and that's the whole point of Lego. So
exactly.
Now, if I were to say the word Lego, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The first thing that comes to mind is these buildings behind me. I love the modular line.
Listen, I agree with you on that. Like, I'm big on modulars, and, like, it's not a theme, but I would equate it as a theme as well.
Yeah, if I had just, like, to only have one thing in my collection, like, I think it'd just be my buildings, and, like, I would be okay with that. I think I'd be content. Like, I genuinely enjoy them that much.
All right, so I know you're big into Lego. Do you have any other hobbies that you like doing outside of Lego?
I mean, the whole social media is a hobby in itself, I would say. But I love investing. Even outside of Lego, like, I love investing. I would consider that another hobby I do.
Is that, I mean, I saw you, like, doing back in the day, like, NFTs. Do you still do the NFTs, or is it more crypto that you get into, or are you into stocks?
I'm mostly into stocks. I do have some crypto here and there, but, the majority, 90% of it is just in the stock market. I love it.
Nice. I love that. Listen, not only are you going to learn investing tips, maybe you'll learn some stocks, to build your wealth over time here. So
that's it. Yeah. You gotta fund that Lego somehow, right?
And somebody's saying you like reading and consuming Marvel Universe, or is that they like that?
We never sleep. He's messing. I'm okay. Notorious for being very ignorant in the aspect of, I don't know anything about Marvel, and I don't have any desire to watch any of the movies or even apply myself to, like, learn or read anything.
So you're me in Star Wars of the Marvel community, we'll say.
That's what it sounds.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right. So now I'm going to pull in another segment right now.
Okay.
So give me a second here. I like doing my cheesy videos, so you're going to get this one. So let's pull that up here. All right. So this is the Questiongram segment. So this is where, we'll reach out to people on Instagram. They get a chance to ask any questions that they want for you. So we have a question. Have you been to Legoland theme parks?
I have. Shocking enough, I have never been to a Legoland theme park, and that needs to change. I think if me and Georgiana can go as adults, early weds and stuff, I think she would enjoy it as well as I would. I don't even have to buy anything. I just think just going and being in that atmosphere would be fun.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think with your YouTube, you could probably reach out to any Legoland and they would offer you to have free tickets and come out and, do a little thing for them. So think about reaching out to one of them.
Great idea, man. I have a lot of takeaways from tonight. That's something we should do.
All right. So this is going to be from Maticus. And I'm sure you know Maticus Bricks from LAN and from other stuff. So he wants to know, would you rather only keep the builds or the minifigs from the Star Wars sets?
Oh, the minifigs, 1,000%. And it's going to be tough with some of the UCS sets. But, I mean, if you just had a wall of some of the most, prestige minifigs that I had from Star Wars, I mean, the Star Wars minifigs are what you're buying for. Like, that is the truth of the matter. So minifigs, 1,000%.
So I'm going to ask a question on that. So if there's a set that comes out that's like $300, $400, are you going to just buy it just because of the minifig, or would you part out and buy the minifig separate?
I'm a pretty completionist kind of guy. So like I have to like build the set and like have it like in one spot as a set, 100% complete like that. I've just always kind of been like that. So I personally wouldn't buy it just for the minifig. It'd have to be like something really crazy that I really wanted. But I'm a guy that would have to buy the set and the minifigs together. I wouldn't part it out. They would stay. They would stay.
All right, so that brings me to this now. Your modulars. Do you keep all the minifigs with the modulars, or do they ever roam around in your city, the different ones from the sets?
Unfortunately, they're stuck in their homes.
Okay.
They are inside all the buildings.
Listen, I do the same thing. I buy the build of minifigs, and I let my kids take them, and they can do whatever they want in the city. But the ones that are part of the set, like, they stay with the set. So
yeah, and to be fair, a lot of those minifigs aren't going to add a whole lot of value to like outside in the city. So it's like I'd rather just keep them in there anyways.
Yeah.
At most I'll have one like.
It's the completionist thing,
Completionist thing, yeah.
I get it. All right, so somebody wants to know, have you ever built any sports sets? So I guess we could say that's custom. Like, I know that there's some custom stuff out there, or we could say any of the stadiums.
I don't think I've built any sports sets. The one I wish I built would have been the Camp Nou from Barcelona. I'm a big Barcelona fan. That would be the absolute.
Didn't they discount that one like towards the tail end?
Yeah.
Did you buy one or?
No, I still didn't grab it. My mom actually, she tried to order one for me as just like a birthday gift because she knows I'm a big Barca fan, and it ended up getting canceled or whatever. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, I'll pick up a copy before it's gone. And I never did.
And then it was gone.
So that would have been the one set, but. Yeah, it is. I'm not too hung up on it. Like, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have this is from SS John wants to know what's the most overrated Lego set or series. And I'd like to hear both. Maybe we'll hear the set and the series.
Gosh, I think I have an easy answer. I'm taking the easy way out of this question. The most overrated theme for me is Marvel. I just don't understand it. I don't like superheroes. Like they're not for me. So I think that theme is super overrated. If it died off today or tomorrow, it wouldn't bother me none. I'd be a little sad about like the Daily Bugle or something just because it's a cool modular building. But I'd have hopes that they make other large cool modular buildings from other themes.
Well, do you have the Daily Bugle?
I do.
How about the Avengers Tower?
I do. That was
Sanctum.
the first set. And the Sanctum, yes.
All right, so you could deal without the spaceships or whatever that they have, or like the gauntlet, things like that. But if it's a building, you're getting it.
If it's a building, I'm getting it. Like I bought the Avengers Tower on that like Black Friday stream, and that's sitting in a box. That's gonna be my first like stream build on this channel of that.
Okay.
But yeah,
I can't wait to see you actually build that on there because you're gonna be frustrated through all the windows, but. Once it's built, it's a nice build, so we'll say that. So
really,
I didn't enjoy the build though. I'm going to be honest. I did not enjoy the build. I did enjoy putting a light kit in it more than I did the build.
Wow, dude. I'm glad you're sharing that with me because I don't know anything about that set other than like it's massive. So because I haven't watched any videos on it because I knew I was going to build it, so I didn't want to spoil it, but.
I mean, at the end of the day, like it's like the Daily Bugle like had a bunch of windows as well, but at least you weren't putting the window within the frame, which was what I thought the problem was. So
frustrating build.
All right, and we got some new people. It looks like that popped into the chat here. So again, for those of you that are from the Studs Discord or his account, I do a giveaway every week at the end of the stream here, and it's a wheel spin. There's a Google Drive. All you have to do is just put an Instagram username in there. This way I can reach out to you. And again, at the end of the stream, you'll have a shot to win something. So,
right on.
And then PNG wants to know, did you and your uncle's collection ever get intertwined?
A little bit there between like clone armies and kind of stuff. But for the most part, it's legitimately all his. So.
Now I need to know, does he have any kids?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And are they into Lego or not as much?
No, not at all, really.
So would that make you the sole heir to all the Lego?
You know what, man? I've never even thought about that. No,
I mean, hopefully he gets you in the will on that. So,
man, I'm just fortunate I have the opportunity to like enjoy it with him. Like that's all that matters to me.
Listen, it's generational thing right there. Like that's great. Like
it's not even about that, man. If I don't get a single thing from it, I don't really care. Like I've got to like just bond over it with him.
That's what I'm saying. Like the generations, you guys mingling, you know, from that. So
yeah, no, and to have some like the videos that we've done together, like looking back on them, that it's just something truly amazing.
I mean, that's not too many people have like family members that are into, you know, the same hobby as them. So, I mean, that's definitely, you know, something that I think's, you know, amazing that, you know, at least it's something you guys get to share together. Like growing up, you know, and I'm sure you're the same way. Like, you know, my dad, you know, never did Lego, you know, it just wasn't a thing back then. It was a thing that I did.
Yeah.
Now I get to, you know, do it with my son. So
yeah,
it's, you know, it's definitely a special bond, you know, to get to do something like that. So
absolutely, and it's pretty cool that your like son is super into it as well, and hopefully he stays into it.
He's more into creating content than he is like he loves the social media aspect of it. Like he's like, how many followers do you have on this? And like, can we make a YouTube video together? So I mean, I think he enjoys the social aspect of it more than the Lego aspect.
But that's a part of it. Like,
yeah,
that is a part of it. So that's okay.
And listen, as long any way that he wants to be a part of it, you know, I love that. So, like when I made the name change, because I called him Little Lego Creator back in the day, and then you know I switched my name to Brick Creator, and he goes, that makes me Little Lego or me Little Brick Creator. So I mean, he's already like making the name change as well. So
I love that, man. That's awesome. You get to experience this with your child. That's awesome.
100%. All right, so I'm gonna move to the next section just because I want to get to this part, you know, as well throughout the night here. So, let's hit this up. All right, so we call this What's on Your List. And, you know, I like to ask everybody that comes on, what's a white whale set and what's something current that's out in the, you know, Lego world that you want to get. So both of yours happen to be part of things that are still out in existence, which is good for you. But here's the white whale, and I'm sure it's no surprise for anybody regarding this one. But we got the UCS Millennium Falcon. Now,
yeah, I feel like that.
What's your plan on this one?
So my real plan here was, I mean, I want to get it right. I wanted it to be special, and I had no point in getting it at the house that I was at because I wasn't going to build it there, and I was just going to have to move it. The circumstances changed pretty significantly, and I see you holding a beautiful box there.
This is just the brown box because that's what I do. I just bought it to sit it in here.
Exactly. And I didn't need that, right? And now we're officially moved in. I'm gonna say the basement's not ready yet. So like even right now, if I bought it, I don't really have anywhere to put it. I could build it and it'll be down here, but it'll be kind of just in the way. So I feel like once we finish the basement, then it's go time. It's like, dude, let's just do a 24-hour stream, have that crazy achievement, and let's build it. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Listen, I think you could do a stream where maybe your followers would help you, you know, get to it. That, you know, if everybody donated, just think about that. If everybody out of your YouTube donated 25 cents, maybe even 50 cents, you'd be able to get it.
I mean,
we're talking a fraction of a dollar here to people that can help you out make this dream possible.
That is
call it housewarming gift.
Again, a fantastic idea from creator here, Brickcr8tor.
I mean, I'm just throwing that out there, and I think your followers would love to see that happen. I mean, they know this was a set that's up there for you, so I mean, I'll donate the first $1, you know, into it.
I think we'll run a stream where we do that, and I'll definitely give you creds there because I think
people would love to help out, man. Put it up even in your Discord, you know. guys, just a quarter. Just donate a quarter. That's it. And, you know, we'll get there. So now, I don't know if I'm ever going to build this, but if I did, I just have no clue where it would go. So, I mean, that's the problem with the Falcon. So,
yeah, no, absolutely. And you're not a Star Wars fan, like you said. So,
I mean, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I will throw this out there because of you. I'm going to credit you on this because I saw you make a post with art sabers.
yes.
So I ended up reaching out to them, and we ended up getting the Lego version of the lightsaber.
Yeah. And how cool is that thing?
I mean, this thing's awesome.
Right.
I love this. But I mean, this is the actual Lego hilt.
Yeah. Yep. That thing, I'm so impressed that they made that, and I'm a little bummed that they didn't have that when they reached out to me. But like, I'm happy to see other people get it and are building that thing because that thing it's truly incredible.
I mean, I reached out to them after I saw you make the post, and I was like, hey, you know, and they're like, hey, we just happened to make a Lego one now, so you know,
yeah,
it kind of just worked out. So I credit you because that's why I have that now. So
that's awesome, man. I'm so glad they did that.
Yeah, so thank you. You know, you did that. You made that happen.
I'm sure your son loves it too. So
I mean, we have a couple lightsabers from a couple different companies, and this is definitely the favorite, you know, that we got in the collection here. So
wow, that's so epic, man.
All right, and then we got our current set that we got on the agenda here, and let's pull it up here. So this one. And after what you were saying tonight, I can kind of see why this is up there now on sets for you.
Yeah.
So is this for you or is this for your wife?
I'm gonna be honest. I really want to build this, but I know it'll make her happy to build it. So I might just buy 2 of them, and we might have like a dual build off or something. Because
so I mean, that could be cool if you bought 2 of them and maybe substitute the red for a different color, because I mean, it doesn't look like that many parts in red that you would need.
Yeah.
And you could maybe make, you know, 2 different versions of this that, you know, you could at least race them or something.
Yeah. That or I thought maybe just give one away, like
break That's true too. You could definitely do that. So
yeah. I mean,
now, is this a printed part or is that a sticker with this? I mean, you would know probably more than me.
I'm pretty sure that's printed.
I mean, I think price-wise on this, like for me, it's a little out there in terms of the price, but I mean, I guess you're getting 693 pieces, but more so you're paying for the brand, I guess, of it. You know, the license deal that they did with this.
Yeah, that, and it's, I mean, Artisanna's pretty famous, right? Like, I mean, he's famous.
I mean, it definitely is. I mean, he's got a market. I mean, I'm not into F1 racing, so I mean, this doesn't hit me, but I know that there's a crowd for this. And I mean, that's kind of like Animal Crossing coming out. I mean, there's a market for that. Like, not for me. I know Bionicle, there'd be a market.
Yeah.
And there's always a market for everything. So
that's so true. There's always a market. And like, you don't even have to be an Artisanna fan. Like, you could just be an F1 fan and like, oh, I'm definitely getting that, right? I get what you're saying. $80 is kind of out there, but I think the $80 is justifiable, truthfully, because it comes with like a whole podium that you can like display it. So it's not just a car you put on your table. Like, it actually sits up nice. It's a nice like kit to like put in an office or something. And I think that's what like really hits the broader audience there.
Yeah, I could see that. And like, I know a lot of people that are just into cars that like, they're like, when this came out, they were like, I got to get this, like regardless. So I could definitely see the point, like putting this in an office. And I feel like a lot of people with Speed Champions can do that.
Yep.
Like, that's a theme that can just be displayed. And it's like, you don't look like a Lego nerd when you're doing like Speed Champions. You just look like a car guy that, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Encompassing that plaque or like the like Lego stand, I think just took that set totally next level. I really do. It was a good touch by Lego.
Well, I mean, they did that with the Batman, you know, the classic Batman, where they put it on that stand.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember the set.
I don't. I'm not a superhero fan, remember?
This is DC, though. This isn't Marvel.
Oh, it's all the same thing.
Okay. Fair point. And I can't even find it, so it's not that important of a set to me apparently, because I moved it over back behind here. So
What is it? Was it a car or a?
yeah, oh yeah, it was a car. And I'll pull it. Actually, I can get to it pretty quickly.
Okay.
Now that I know where it's at. And I feel like this was one of the first ones that they did like a stand for any of the cars. So let's see.
Oh yes. That
And
one
this
does
was
look really
the
good.
stand that they put with it.
Okay, that was a really good looking set. I would give it that.
I mean, I think it was good because it was the original Batman and the original Joker, from the TV show. So
Yeah.
definitely was up there. So, all right. So what I'm going to do now, I don't know if anybody wants to get in on the giveaway. Again, I will give you one last shot. I'm going to put it in the YouTube chat here. Again, all you have to do is click it. It'll take you right to a Google form. You just enter your thing, but I'm going to pull the wheel in to do a couple quick giveaways. So
Right on.
all right, and tonight we're doing some small giveaways, but I think they're pretty decent. So hopefully some people will enjoy these. I feel like I'm missing some of the entries. Nope, I got them all. Perfect. Okay. All right, last one. Anybody else want to get in? This is your last shot.
Yes, Steven, make sure to get in that giveaway.
All right, so my Discovery Center, and I'm going to put everybody's names in twice on this to give you, double the shot on this. We'll do a shuffle. But I was at my Discovery Center today, and they ended up having I'm going to take your build cam off.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So they ended up having some of the poly bags, and what I like about this is they have some of the poly bags that you had to spend money to get a gift with purchase on. So let's do a spin, and the winner is going to get the Animal Crossing poly bag.
Woo.
So you saved, the money that you would have had to build on this. So we got Sure Bricks a lot.
Epic,
Congratulations. I don't know if you're still in here, but you just won this.
Congrats.
And then we're going to do another giveaway. We also had, and I'm just spinning it, we had the Harry Potter, and I didn't know that they even had this one with Draco.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Forbidden Forest. So, all right, so let's build forever. Congratulations on this one. So you just won this one. So these are the 2 bags that we're giving away. Again, you didn't have to spend the money because you're going to get them with me instead of having to buy, I guess, Harry Potter or any of the Animal Crossing sets. So, and I do like that my Discovery Center does that. I don't know if you have a Discovery Center or anything.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. But it's definitely nice that they always come out with all the poly bags. So, I mean, that's the place to go. I know sometimes you'll find them at, Walmart or Target, but the Discovery Center, that's where you got to go to.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to let you close out with the night here. If you have any final words, anything that you want to say,
Yeah, no, man.
the floor is yours.
Yeah, I appreciate Brickcr8tor for having us on, man. This is a fun stream, a great concept, and I'll definitely be watching as more creators hop on the show. I hope everyone in chat had a great time and hopefully got to learn a little bit. If you want to learn more about me, of course, my channels, check out YouTube and Instagram, and we do have a free Discord server. So
again, here's his YouTube right there for anybody that rewatches. Check it out. Again, check him out on Instagram, and that'll get you to your Discord because that has the bio with everything in there. Perfect. Okay. So check him out. Again, this is a great account here. He's almost going to be at 50,000 on YouTube. I would say within the next week or two. And hopefully he gets the 100,000, plaque because, supporting other accounts. That's what it's all about. So
that's it. It's coming, man. It's coming. And I tried to finish this. We're really close, but we'll save it for the next one.
Perfect. All right, man. Well, I just want to thank you again, for popping on here tonight. Next week I have Moktora, also known as Aubrey. So that'll be our next guest. And I think what I want to do is try to get all the guests on in like one stream. So, I mean, I don't know if you'll ever be open to that, but I'd like to get a few of, the creators that have been on so far. So, again, I appreciate you coming on here. This is our 8th, we'll call it episode, but I don't like calling these episodes, but this is our 8th live stream that we did here. So I appreciate you again being on this.
Yeah, man.
To everybody else, thanks for joining into the stream. Next Thursday, 8 p.m. with Moktora. And again, thanks again to the Stud City, also known as the Lego God here.
That's it. We got the Lego God and Brickcr8tor collab. That's it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks again.
Have a great night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.